Hello folks, thought I'd send you a wee video as part of Matt and the team's art challenge that they're doing. And I was thinking of many things when I saw this was coming up. One of the things that was on my heart was actually I don't know if you saw my post from yesterday. It was very light-hearted, humorous thing, a wee bit of Scottish humour. But it's very much in my heart to say is, do you know what? Have a laugh with this, because if you start really getting into, oh, I'm not good enough, and I can't do Matt's high vocal when he, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, Matty. I can't do that. He's good at it. He's a master at it. But there's people in this group here that are, oh, I'm really doubting myself, and don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. This is a kind thing that Matt and the team are doing, is to reach out to yous, to keep yous being creative, to keep your spirits up, keep your and just remember to have that quality time with Daddy, that creative quality time with Daddy. The amount of times I've said to Lynette, my wife, you know, she's always the same. If we go to a venue and she starts painting, her first painting is always just a wee bit off. She's very, very unsure of herself. And it's hard sometimes. You go into different venues and there's different vibes going on. There's lots of people around and they've all got their stuff, and you know, you start feeling all that. And the thing I say to her most of the time is, well, remember who you're painting for. Those of you that have got kids, when your child comes up to you with a picture that they've drawn at school, or just up in the room, and technically you think, I hope I don't look like that. Do you know what I mean? Technically, yeah, you would sort of throw it in the bin. But Daddy doesn't look at it like that, and you don't look at it like that as a parent. You go, oh, and it's good if you come down to their level. You say, thank you so much. That's absolutely beautiful. I love that. And for a wee while, I'm going to put that on the fridge, or I'll put it on an art wall, or whatever you've got at home, to show them that it means a lot to you, and it doesn't matter how amazing a piece of art it is. Who cares? The only person that's really getting bound up in all that is yourself. Paint for Daddy, draw for Daddy, create for Daddy. My wife loves making wire trees, and I have a saying that when she's making them, she's knitting trees. Go and knit a tree, you know. It's not necessarily what you're drawing, it's having the time with Daddy to do it. I have my times with Daddy, I call my quiet time. I'll come into my wee room here, and I'll sit and I'll read a wee bit of this book. Now, I don't know if the video will reverse the cover or anything. Not sure if it'll appear mirrored, but anyway, it's this. It's called Jesus Calling, Enjoying His Peace and His Presence, and it's by Sarah Young. And it's a daily devotional wee book. And the passages are short. And then underneath each passage, There's the actual scriptures that you can go up and look in your own Bibles. And it's fantastic. It really does. It's brought me a lot of peace. So in my quiet times, I'll tend to sort of start off with that. Then I'll read some scriptures. And it's all about that quiet time. And what I've found, certainly over the last few months, because I've not been well. For some of you know and some of you don't know, I've not been well. It's in that quiet time that I've really been hearing from Daddy, and it's actually a necessity. So I applaud Matt and his team for basically saying, who cares what you do? It doesn't matter what you do. What matters is that you have the time with Daddy. And if you're creative in the process, fantastic. I absolutely guarantee you that at no point, whatever you create, is Daddy looking at it and going, here, Yeshua, check the state of this. No. Have that quiet time with Daddy and enjoy it and paint or create or whatever it is you do for him primarily. I guarantee you, all those thoughts of, oh, that's rubbish, that's no good, that's garbage. There's other expletives I could say, but I'm not going to. Maybe a few years ago. But it's all about that. It's all about the time with Daddy. So I'm going to tell you something, and some of you will know it, and as I say, some of you won't. I've not been well. I've not been well since last September. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and you know what? It is what it is. I had a nervous breakdown, and it's taken since last September just to get to the point of where I am now of feeling semi-normal. I still have anxiety attacks, but they're not as strong and not as frequent as I used to have. There's many things building up in my life. This is part of what I'm going through at the moment with Daddy. It's like a perfect storm, although the word perfect is far from. And I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Terrible. And it was issues within my life that I hadn't confronted, and I'd swept them under the carpet. And there was lots of things where I was trying my best to keep going on very little fuel, keep my wife going, keep my kids going, the house, everything, all that kind of stuff. And I'd strapped on a title of myself of having my dad's work ethic. Keep going, head down, your personal stuff, put it to the side. You're the father, you provide, blah, 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 blah. Keep everyone going, doing all this. There's only so long you can do that. And last September, I crashed. And I was like a zombie for a long time. If I had the energy to get out of bed, I was lucky if I could get downstairs to lie on the couch. There's no sorry way. And I've still got a wee while to go. I'm not saying I'm all better. I'm not all whistles and banners. But my friend Alan had said to me, There's no magic pill, Keith. I was talking to him once about the medication that I was on, and I had really bad side effects from it. I've plateaued out a wee bit now because I've changed medication, but he said there's no magic pill, Keith, and there's no easy fix. And he's absolutely right. It's a long journey. But even at my darkest time in all this, it didn't affect my faith. I wasn't sitting cursing God and saying, "Oh, Daddy, why have you not supported me?" and all this, or "How has this happened?" and being raging at him. This was stuff that I hadn't sorted out, and I'm currently in the process of trying to sort it out with him. I've got a wonderful psychologist who is amazing, a father heart based guy, which is great for me because I need to go deep with a counsellor. I can't go to a counsellor who doesn't even know God, and I can't go to a counsellor who's maybe a Christian but religious. No, 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 no. That won't work. Someone is going to bark scripture at me. No, it's not going to work. So I'm really, really blessed that I found a wonderful psychologist, and I'm walking it through with him. And I've been blessed by my wonderful church, and also another good friend of mine. They were asking about the funding for it, and it's not cheap, but it has to be a priority. My health has to be a priority, or else that's it. As we say here in Scotland, game's a bogey. That's it. I need to get better, so I need to make it a priority. So my church and, as I say, a good friend of mine had sent me some money. It really, really blessed me. Oh, getting a wee bit teary, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, because it's good to cry. That's one thing I've really learnt in the last few months. It's good because it gets it out. But I also wanted to bring another book to your attention just before I finish this video. And then I'll tell you the whole point of this video. Certainly not because I like the sound of my own voice. Although I'm sure there's some of you in this group that go, "Oh, I just love your Scotch accent." Oh! We're not Scotch. We drink Scotch, but we're not Scotch. We're Scots. There's a big difference. And again, I hope this video doesn't mirror the camera here so I can show you this book. It's called The Heart Healing Journey, Awaken, Heal and Transform Your Life by Matt Tommey. This book is as important to me as reading John Eldridge's book, Wild at Heart. It's simple wee chapters, and it invites you to look at your life, where you're at, and certainly how to make things better in your life. And at the end of each chapter, there's 2 or 3 wee questions that you're meant to mew over. When I first started reading this book, I started going into it kind of every night, right? Okay, I'm going to have my time, I'm going to have my book, and I don't know. It's a 30-day course. If you were to do it in 30 days, I think you'd be missing a lot of it. So what I tend to do now is I'll read a chapter and I'll write the answers down in a wee journal that I've got, and I'll think about it for a couple of days or even more. But I encourage you that if you're going through some dark times right now, to get the heart healing journey and also this wee devotional, Jesus Calling. I guarantee you 100%, 120% that they'll help you. But you have to combine them with that quiet time with Daddy, or else you're just doing, you're not being. Part of this art class that Matt is doing over, I think it's 30 days he's doing it, is a light-hearted way of getting you to spend that time with Daddy. And as I say earlier, don't take it too seriously. Have a laugh with it. Remember that we're kids in Daddy's playground, and we've to be childlike. That's why I call Daddy Daddy. I kind of don't know. It kind of feels a bit kind of alien when I call him God. Or Father. Father even seems a bit kind of standoffish, and I'm expecting to get in trouble. We're meant to be just like kids. Remember when you were a kid and you just held your hand up? Just if you got to a road, you just hold your hand up. Hey, Daddy. It was that natural. And that's how it should be with your quiet time, or your creative time, or your creative quiet time. So I was thinking about this creative 30-day thing that Matt's doing. Sorry, Matt, I can't remember the name yet, mate. And it brought home the fact that we need to remember that we are the pieces of art. We are the pieces of art. What we create is a byproduct. We are the pieces of art. My painting, as in me, had become dirtied, parts of it covered in dust, parts of it ripped badly. And Daddy is the conservator, and he's started cleaning me up and repairing me. And no, it's not going to be quick. It's going to take a while. But I want to encourage any of you out there that are in a similar situation. I deliberately didn't want to come on and make a video and la la la, be all happy and a bit more like my usual self. It's important that we understand, and I hate using the phrase, but I have to, it's okay to not be okay. And in this period, if you're going through a similar thing, be encouraged. Daddy is there holding your hand, and he'll never let go. We are the pieces of art. Awesome, eh? Bless you guys. Have fun with this 30-day course. Have fun with it. It doesn't matter how technical your piece is. Bless you guys. Slàinte mhath.